So I'm in Bangkok, and yesterday I got stung by a bee. I thought it was gonna get better. Damn, I ain't never seen it like this.
Because this man here is a real heavy stepper, and when he grabbed that boot, shit took me out. But y'all let me know what y'all think and feel in the comments on Phone Grave. Shit is crazy.
Down by the water when they noticed something odd coming up from the water itself.
What's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. I know we coming with about 4 videos, very smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching on TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I ain't gonna hold you, we're gonna get straight to it. Don't forget to hype up the video, but y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Да, ну так, немножко страхово, конечно. Народ баллон немножко. Опустили просто этот вольер раньше времени, дрессировки где-то тоже прифигели.
I'm the shapeshifter.
Sway Lee openly admits the truth in plain sight. He says that he is a shapeshifter. I guess this would explain why he looked so different at Coachella. Now again, people could say it's the way that the light hit his face, which is why it looked like this. But why would he be joking around and saying that he is a shapeshifter? Something weird is definitely going on here with Sway Lee. What do you all think about this? I know I'm not the only one out there that finds this bizarre, but maybe he was just joking. Maybe that's all there was to this. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying that Sway Lee is a shapeshifter. All I'm doing is asking questions. I believe that to you, the viewer, to decide for yourselves what you think about this. But I'm just asking you one question. Why would he joke around like this and say that he is a shapeshifter? What is really going on?
I'm the shapeshifter.
I don't think you play around like that, but everybody different.
So I'm in Bangkok, and yesterday I got stung by a bee. I thought it was gonna get better. Damn, I ain't never seen it like this.
It's not gonna ask some locals, might have been stung by bees before.
ทำอย่างไรโอ้ยนี่เหรอ
Why would I get taxi?
แต่ก็แผลนะตายเลย
So I just pulled up to the hospital. I'm about to see what's up. Hello, my lip. So I got my paperwork. It's gonna be about 20-minute wait.
Not gonna lie. The part when he showed the couple, and they like, ooh, that was the part that had me damn near crack up laughing. But I'ma hold it. I hope he good. I hope his shit go back to normal. You gotta be careful when we in these other countries, bro.
Shard.
I hope he was good, bro.
McDonald's employee in Tennessee was fired after customers reported that a black male worker was putting his hand inside his underwear and scratching himself while working. The incident happened at a McDonald's restaurant in Tennessee. Several customers said they saw a male employee repeatedly place his hand inside his underwear and scratch himself while preparing food. Witnesses said he continued the behavior even after noticing people watching him. Customers said they felt sick and immediately filed a complaint with the restaurant. Management reviewed the report and spoke with the employee. The worker was removed from his shift and later terminated for violating basic hygiene rules.
And mother still was ordering food? Ew, nasty ass niggas, man. He nasty as hell. They need to lock his ass up, man. That's some Epstein nigga right there, cause there ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Then his hands, what they trying to say? Phono got some monkeypox? Or some, like, what they trying to assimilate, cause they ain't even get in tune with that part. They just showed us hands. That's how his hands look. Hey, you niggas still gonna eat McDonald's, man. And I keep telling y'all, I be very, very scared to eat other people's food, especially eating from fast food, cause you don't know what really be doing. Can hate you. It's all type of weird activity going on, but on Funnel Grave, shit is crazy.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. If he'd had his hands in his pants and he'd have handed me a drink or a bag of food and I seen him doing that shit and I seen his hands, can I please talk to a manager? And if he give me any type of attitude, I might just jump over the counter that day, bro. I just might.
This is a jellyfish. I ain't seen nobody eat a jellyfish. I was just at the beach and it was on the floor. It was spotted and I want to taste it. I had put it in the water, walked off some of the sand. There's some sand up in there. I don't know what to expect from this. But I'm gonna bite it right here. This is like the best part to bite it from.
I know goddamn well.
Damn.
What?
It sting.
It stung you?
Yeah.
No shit, bitch. You ever watch SpongeBob SquarePants? You watch SpongeBob? Damn, dumbass.
It's stingy.
It's stinky.
Whoa.
It's a stupid bitch.
But it's not nasty though, but it's like a shock.
Well, wait. How about this one? You want to take another bite of that?
Damn. Shit just stung me.
Wow. This some nasty shit right here. He bitch is nasty right here. Is he black or is he part gazelle or deer or something? This bitch look like a deer. I seen a deer on the side of the road that look just like this. This ain't no goddamn human. This a deer.
I be seeing him eat some crazy shit on Instagram, bro.
So this afternoon, a bunch of news articles broke, and it's at the top of X, that a public school in Rhode Island had the elementary students paint a painting of Moloch that on record, not just in the Bible, but according to archaeological record, all these different tribes have at least sacrificed children to. And they directed the children to paint this. Now, Les Wexner, the big controller of Epstein, the big Messiah, says, I am possessed by this particular demon. I do what the demon says. Then we found news articles where he said, oh, I do these horrible things. The demon controls me. I mean, it's just crazy. And then Epstein calls himself Baal, which is just another name for Satan, another demon they sacrifice children to. So this is all coming out, folks. It's absolutely horrific. This is their cult. This is what they're into. Just like the poison shots killing everybody, or the 5G or the GMO. They believe hurting people is a gift to their God. So you and I aren't like this, but they are. You have to realize evil exists. They say the devil's greatest trick is he doesn't exist. I say it's his second biggest trick. His biggest one is that good doesn't exist, that we can't resist it. So I'll post some of these images here with the video and the news article under it. But that's who we're up against, folks. These are people that are into being evil. And their big victory is that we have a blind side. We have a blind spot to all of this. It's time to wake up and admit it all, okay? I've been vindicated. I've been exposed to this for 32 years. I told you the bottom of the rabbit hole is Satanism. It is. And that's who these people are. They get off on it. It's real. Satan is real, but God is real as well. Follow me on X, right here at Rolex Jones. We'll continue to cover it all. But history is happening now, and we're totally vindicated. and just pray for God, for the armor of God, pray for the Holy Spirit. Not going to find that most churches, they're controlled. But even Joe Rogan's a Christian now, woke up because of all this. That's where you're going to find the Spirit of God. Even the preacher may be corrupt. In a good church, the people are there for the right reason. You'll pick up on the Spirit. It's amazing. Joe said, if there was a pill that made people as nice as they are at church, I'd take it. Let's call the Holy Spirit. And it's the only thing that's going to save us from this, folks. God is there to lead, guide, and direct us. We have to pray for that. We have to pray for it right now. And pray for the children, pray for the innocent, because the devil's coming for our children. Public schools training kids to worship Moloch, the god of child sacrifice. As the Old Testament says, give not your children to the fires of Moloch. This is real, folks. Look it up.
We don't know if that Pete looking Epstein playing on us in plain sight, that he really Epstein playing like he Tampa Bay Pete. That's crazy. Do you feel like that's really Epstein? Epstein? I know it is. Homie, our government is becoming that bold. They're becoming that bold because you have to realize they think the average person is either dumb or misinformed.
He might be right.
No way. He's having a good time, guys. Shh. Shut up!
Charleston White just said that he knows it's him. This is what he said. I don't believe it because Palm Beach Pete is Palm Beach Pete. But Charleston White just said that he knows that it's him. Palm Beach Pete or Tampa Bay Pete? Shh. Shut up! That's what Charleston just said, bro. And I think he's right. He said that they're playing with us. Like right in plain sight, bro. Something's going on here, guys. I mean, come on, man. He's having a good time. You think he's worried about what people are saying about him? Shh, shut up! It's not a game out here, guys. I mean, you see the hand sign in the background, right? Shh, shut up! It's not a game out here. Why are you smiling so hard, Pete? Huh? Why are you smiling so hard? This is not funny, bro. People think you're somebody that you're not. I was just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. Palm Beach Pete is having the time of his life. Just let this man enjoy his life, bro. He's not doing nothing to nobody. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this one. I'm out.
Man, that is what y'all think. I ain't even gonna say
Amy
it.
Eskridge, one of the 11 scientists that committed, said before she died that she believed we had elites and people living among us that were from the future. Watch this.
So the ultra-terrestrials, I'll just tell you. The ultra-terrestrials, I think, have you heard of the P-52s and the P-47s? Do you know what that is? They're us from the future. They're from here. They are you. They are me. They're from here, from the future. P-47 is present plus 47,000 years. P-52 is present plus 52,000 years. And basically there's a calamity, right? So there's like a apocalypse scenario in the near future. It wipes out most of like everything, man. And there's the ones that go underground and survive, right? And then there's the ones that somehow stay on the surface and miraculously don't die.
Is this part of the reason why bunker sales have exploded in recent years? Because we or our descendants are time traveling to tell us how to survive what's to come? It's all really crazy, but it's important to note that Amy made every effort possible to let her friends and business partners know that she was not suicidal and would not, but instead that she feared for her life. So it makes you wonder if she was just speaking too much truth about ultra-terrestrials, propulsion systems, and everything else. As always, let me know what you think about all of this down below.
I had some shit to say, but I can't say it.
We now live in the remnants of a much larger past. This is from the White Desert National Park in Egypt. Giant petrified mushrooms, clear as day, guys. These Satanists who attempt to control this world do not want us to know about the real origins of humanity and our true history. Evidence of much larger beings, of giants, of the Nephilim, of dragons are littered all over our natural world. These are not simple rock formations, guys. These are massive, petrified animals and titans. When you read the book of Enoch, it'll tell you that God sent down the fallen angels to cut down the giant trees, to flood out the Nephilim, to flood out these giant beings. These giant trees supplied massive amounts of oxygen to this earth. Therefore, beings were much, much bigger in the past. Everything that we have been told about our history is a complete lie. Do not want us to know how powerful we truly are. Do not want us to know who our real ancestors were. We did not come from cavemen. We came from very advanced beings. The only way to sell this lie is to poison us around every single corner, to suppress the consciousness of mankind. And they have been doing this for generations. This is why it's never been more important to take our physical and spiritual health back from these parasites.
They say that David Wilcock, the man from Ancient Aliens, passed away, man. And this right here hit me because I used to watch this man all the time. Every Sunday he would go live and do his weekly show. But something's not adding up. I've been noticing like this David Wilcock that I haven't seen recently looks very different from the Ancient Aliens David Wilcock. Now, it's not too much of a difference, but if you look closely, you can clearly see that there is a difference between those two. Look at the bridge of the eyebrows right over here. The eyes are different. The nose, like you see how this one's flatter and wider and this one's more pointier and longer? Look at this. The mouths are different. His teeth is out. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to Ancient Aliens David Wilcock, there's not a lot of pausing and ums in his life. But this David Wilcock over here, there's a lot of pausing, there's a lot of ums and a lot of uncertainties in his life. Now, y'all know how I do with the breakdowns, right? How I do with the numbers and then the wordplay, okay? So, something's not adding up. Let's pay attention. First of all, David Wilcock allegedly took his life on a Monday, moon day. And the person who confirmed this was Anna Paulina Luna. Luna, like the moon. That's another name for the moon is Luna. Moon day, Luna. David Wilcock was 53 years old. 5 plus 3 gives you 8. What day did David Wilcock commit suicide? April 20th. 420, which is right. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. Alright, now let's continue. Wilcock concluded his 3.5-hour stream by expressing his gratitude for his viewers and acknowledging his appreciation for them. 3.5, that's 3.5. 3.5, right over here. Which 3.5 gives you 8 again. Now the reason why that's relevant is because when you take an 8 and you split it down in half, you get 2 3s, right? 33. Okay, let's continue. Remember that. Now y'all, they got the call at 10:44 a.m. on Monday, all right? 4 plus 4 plus 1 gives you 9, all right? Located near the 1400 block. Huh? The 1 and the 4 again. The 1 and the 4 again. And I be telling y'all, I don't play when it comes to the numbers because men lie, women lie, number don't, and then I use Chaldean, which is the most accurate form of numerology that there is. So now tell me, why does the name David Wilcock give you 41 in the most ancient form of numerology that there is? Look at all these 4s, look at all these 1s. What's going on, y'all? Now, I'm not saying that this is a psyop, y'all, but the numbers are adding up, right? David Wilcock's favorite number was 333. His YouTube showed this, right? David Wilcock 333. 510 subscribers. 5 plus 1 gives you 6. 216 videos. 2 plus 1 plus 6 gives you 9. So you have the 3, the 6, and the 9. 3, 6, 9. And when you get an 8, you split it, you get 2 3s. 33. This right here is symbolism. He's paying his allegiance right over here. Listen, I don't know what they did with David Wilcock, but something's fishy here. The numbers are adding up, and I'm showing y'all right here. But this right here shows that something big and major is here to come. And the reason why that is because David Wilcock is the reincarnated Edgar Cayce. And Edgar Cayce was talking about the rise of Atlantis. And we are about to rise again because this is exactly what David Wilcock was talking about. But let me know what you guys think about this video, man. The shift is here. It's all in the numbers. Let's continue to get it. Peace.
Is that a reach? Or y'all with them in green?
1830s America. The steam engine. Very new into the scene. Factories, mass production, also very new. We have muddy roads, we have horse-drawn wagons, we have limited plumbing, we have gas lighting just being rolled out. But Boston needed a 36 monolithic columned custom house. Supposedly, in 1837, there was nothing on this land. They bought the land to put the custom house on. Then 10 years later, this was built. Okay, it was finished in 1847. And in 1847, they had spent over $1 million, which is 35 million to 40 million in today's sum. Now, these 36 Doric style columns that the Boston Custom House just had to have in the early 19th century were 32 feet each, 32 feet each, and they were quarried only about 10 miles away down the road. I know what you're thinking, Mainstream Melvin. 10 miles is nothing for the 1840s. They could have done that easy peasy, and maybe you're right. But here's my issues. It went from the quarry to a horse-drawn railway that was just started in 1826 for transporting these kinds of materials to the river, and then from the river to the harbor, and then to the construction site. But the real problem is that every single one of those columns weighed over 40 tons. Now 40 tons on the dot is equivalent to a full-size semi-truck, fully loaded, an African elephant, even a school bus. And have you seen the pulley systems that they were using? I don't know if they could pick that up. Now, remember guys, this is a monolithic column. Each one is one piece of stone. So did they use gravity? Did they roll it sometimes? Who's going to stop it down there? Now I understand that they had a bunch of pulleys for one column, I'm sure. But man, they're wooden pulleys. Okay, no, just one more time. This is one stone, remember? Okay, this is not in sections. It's one 40+ ton stone, okay? 36 of them. And these pulleys were in every single step I just stated, every single step. And it's not really about picking it up. I mean, that's a big part, but controlling it, placing it in the right spot. You have to be in perfect sync with each other. And here's the railway that the horse was, that's uphill. And maybe he was going downhill, but that poor guy had it, again, they had brakes, right? And can you imagine how heavy that granite structure with all the columns attached, how heavy it was? It's kind of crazy to think that before that custom house was there, it once looked like this. It was a mud flat. There's an answer for that because there's 3,000 wooden piles underneath it going all the way down to bedrock. It's almost like they knew they were going to build on top of that thing in the 20th century. But with a narrative like that, and then doctored up photos as we just saw, and then the weathering you see in this photo looking ancient, maybe it was just already there.
So did y'all see the new evidence that Kendrick Johnson mama posted? It's a photo of somebody dragging her baby lifeless body through the school after hours. Shit is about to get real.
If you're not ready for a mind then keep scrolling because it's about to get a little bit out there. There's this theory in quantum physics that says we might all actually be immortal. Hear me out. You know Schrodinger's cat, where there's a cat in the box with a vat of and until someone opens the box, the cat is both alive and dead in a state of quantum superposition. Well, in 1957, Hugh Everett proposed the many worlds interpretation, where in this case, once you open the box, there's a timeline where the cat lives and a timeline where the cat dies, but they don't split until the box is open. This would mean there is an infinite amount of realities branching off every single day into a multiverse. And then there's you. Have you ever walked down the street and felt like you almost got hit by a car? Well, quantum immortality says that there's a good chance in one timeline you did, but every time you get knocked off, your consciousness immediately travels into a timeline where you didn't. This continues on and on for infinity, with your conscious mind always finding a way into a timeline where you made it.
What happens when you don't find one of those timelines? Is that when you fully transition? What's your thoughts to those who believe in this?
Some things I think we moved on way too fast from. Do you guys remember this lady who was like, that mother is not real? She saw something. I would have gone off that plane too. The same people that created the internet built a portal, smashed a bunch of particles together to try to create antimatter. What if these particles collide, create another dimension, aliens pop out, and maybe I'm the problem, but this is a little weird. Astro world. The whole thing was demonic. Can't see that people are screaming for help. People are climbing up, telling them, hey, stop the show. There's people losing their life in the crowd. This is what was on stage. I don't like it. Comment below what I missed for part 2.
Pancake is to have the consistency of young human flesh.
It's spongy, it has life to it.
You're with a guy with brightly colored undergarments, and you got soft human flesh in front of you. You're in a weird place.
I'm looking forward to this. This is really, really going to be a great pancake.
Why did y'all resend this, bro? I forgot about that and was able to eat pancakes.
I don't know how people have the courage to live in the Appalachian Mountains, but I will never. Anytime I see a video about the Appalachian Mountains, whenever I go to sleep, this shit always pops up in my dreams. That's how I know that shit is evil. I just saw a video of a lady that lives in the Appalachian Mountains. Her and her daughter were scared out of their minds. Now, mind you, her daughter is downstairs by herself. She keeps hearing a voice scream her name. Now, and if you know anything about the Appalachian Mountains, you know when you hear a voice, if you hear a voice, you are not supposed to answer that voice. If you are inside and you hear that voice, you are not supposed to open your door to that voice. So the voice keeps on screaming. Then the voice changes into the girl's father's voice. Y'all ain't just hear what I just said, right? The voice she heard was her father's voice. She ran upstairs and told her mom. Her mom, panicking, calls the father on the phone. She's on the phone with the father. While she's on the phone with the father, she hears the same exact voice. And then out of nowhere, she heard footsteps coming up her stairs, running up her stairs. So the father, who's on the phone, is like, yo, listen, I'm on my way home. Stay in the room. Do not come out the room. This lady recorded this video where something was banging on the door. Banging. When I say banging, I mean banging. Boom, 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 boom on the door. I might have to start a series on this shit because this shit is the scariest shit I could have ever seen. These Appalachian Mountain stories are the scariest stories I could have ever heard. I don't understand why people live there. I don't understand how people live there. But I would never. I'm out.
I am way up this canyon. See how thick the brush is? Like no one comes up here. And that's when I found the most mysterious place I've ever found. And I'm gonna attempt to climb up there. But I just put my pack down. There's a room here, a room there. And there is a beautiful, beautiful room. Whoa. That is gorgeous. Original paint. Holy crap. And it's so mysterious. Like, look at the flood layer. We are way up in this canyon. And you can tell the flood layer was right up to here, all the way along. But look at that. The original paint. Like this is the most hidden ancient church in Turkey. And the sound resonance, if that's what you call it. Look at that, just like that other spot over there. They're key-shaped holes up there. Wow. Unreal. Most beautiful place yet.
For entertainment purposes, what I'm about to say isn't true. It's all for entertainment. And if you disagree, you disagree. Wherever you go with it, I respect it. The Moors and Tartarians, they were everywhere. There's no coincidence. There is no coincidence to the fact that their walls had key shapes. The ground in yesterday's video, y'all remember that clip? There's places on the ground that look like keys, like it's for a key. Y'all just, man, come on. There's no coincidence to why it's on the wall, why it's on the ground. Nah, hell nah. And when we talk about who built these stones and brought these stones in, bro, I feel like the Moors and Tartarians, this is what the 1% don't want you to know. That's why they remove the books. This is why they place fear when they talk about this. I feel like God made good or bad of everything. And I feel like there was aliens and giants that helped the Moors or Tartarians. There might have been bad ones, yeah. Possibly. I do believe there was bad ones. But I believe there was good ones too that helped them. I feel like the 1% don't want you to know that. Because if they let you know that, then that means that there should be no reason why you shouldn't be dealing with people or other humans that don't look like you. As y'all know, there's people out here who don't. Because of appearance. That's one of them. And that can go we can go further, but I ain't got the time for it. We see that they know that there's a cataclysm coming. And so they hide underground. P-57s and all that. Remember that clip of the alien that said he's us and he's from the future? And he was coming back here in this timeline to save us, but he can't interact with humans like that because humans would think that he's here to harm them. And that's not the case. And he said that's one of the rules. You got to stay away from humans. And people are running underground because of a cataclysm that's going to happen. When this cataclysm happened to set that shit off, or the great flood, or however you want to put it, was the 1% already underground? Is that why they were able to come from out them caves and come find certain things that the Moors or Tartarians had already built? I ain't even gonna say the rest, but y'all, let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know y'all thoughts.
Baby, this AI shit, It's starting to become dangerous. Y'all peep cheap. So, I have not seen not one, not two, but 3 different videos, viral videos at that, of parents coming forth saying that their kids are receiving phone calls saying that it's them, like it's their parents. Let me say this one more time for the people in the back. People has been coming forth saying, and I quote, that their kids are getting phone calls stating that it's them and it's not them. So in retrospect, AI is being used to disguise whoever on the other side of that phone voices as their parents so that they can lure them outside and do whatever the they want to do to them. This whole AI shit is cool as far as like being the artist and everything like that, and wanting to post up like a story or a video or in like cartoons or some shit like that. That's when AI is great. But when it comes down to shit like this is where that shit draws the goddamn line. And the up part about it is the government ain't doing nothing about it. So with that being said, if y'all are going to continue to have your kids to have phones, y'all might need a code word, because that can happen to adults as well. Because I could probably get a phone call and be like, oh, hey, it's mama, and I'm thinking it's her when really it ain't her. Like, it can happen, like, you know what I mean? Even though I'm smart enough to believe that now that is not her. But at the exact same time, it can happen to anybody. So with that being said, y'all better watch out.
I made a video that said I believe in the firmament and I don't believe space is real. I believe it's all water out there. And my was like, oh, you got to explain that, please. So yeah, let me go ahead and deal with this real quick. You mind if I reason with you for a second? Hear me out. The problem isn't that you don't believe in the firmament, because you do. The problem is that it was explained to you by some idiots. That's what it is. I mean, I get bless their heart. They tried their best, but they couldn't really explain it to you, because when they read the Bible and shit, they read spookism. I don't read spookism. Everything in the Bible is scientific, and I'm finna prove to you with this video that the Bible is always right. The Bible is always right. Always right. Sometimes. First, we're gonna deal with the firmament. Everybody is all arguments. As soon as you bring up the firmament, like, oh, we got another conspiracy theorist. Nah, bitch, science agrees with me. The problem is that you can't read between fucking lines. It's very simple. What everybody is calling the firmament, science calls the exosphere. Yeah, you heard of the atmosphere, but you ain't paid no attention to the exosphere. Well, let's break down that term for you. Exo, that means outside, external, right? Sphere means circling some shit. So you got a sphere. We have an external sphere circling us. That's what that means. Sounds like a firmament to me, bitch. And I can show you the exosphere right here. Let's pay attention to sky stone. This is sky stone. This is mysterious stone that falls from the sky. And you know what it's made of? It's made of motherfucking water in a solidified state that is not ice. Pay attention, bitch. Now look, now you gotta ask yourself, what is the purpose of a firmament? I think it's simple. It serves 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is to keep whatever inside, and whatever outside, outside. Now the second reason for the firmament is to separate the waters from the waters. Now let me explain something to you. If you don't understand that, well, it ain't the firmament's fault. The fact is you don't understand water. Now, to understand water, you got to understand the fact that water comes in 4 states. They're going to tell you 3. You're going to look up, it's going to say 3. It's going to say solid, liquid, and gas. Let me explain to you. It come in 4. That 4th being vapor. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, but ain't vapor, gas the same thing? No, it is not. No, it is not. That's how you've been taught. Well, baby, you've been taught wrong. Most gases you can't even see, but vapors you can clearly see, like steam, mist, fog. That's vapor, bitch. Well, now look, if you understand that, then you also understand that you breathe in several gases all day long. I don't know who the told you all you breathe in is oxygen, but they lied to you, bitch. You breathing in gases and shit all day. And the most common gas you breathing in is water. Yes, it is. It is everywhere all the time. There's a reason why there's a saying, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. That's because even in the desert, with water everywhere, you could die of thirst. Well, that was back then, because right now, we actually pull water from the air. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And now it's people drinking water that wouldn't have been drinking water, nigga. Yes, it is, and it ain't got no fluoride. Pay attention, bitch. Hear me out now. If there's water in this air, well, let's see, damn, is there water in space? Well, look here, bitch. There's water in space. Water is one of the most common things you find in space. It is everywhere. It's around stars and shit, and it comes in gas and vapor, and it's everywhere. So damn, you telling me we got something called the exosphere that's separating the waters from the waters, and you telling me that you don't believe the firmament is real? Well, God be goddamn. And I know some of you at-home rocket scientists and you basement physicists finna say, well, how did we get to the moon if we ain't left the planet? Well, bitch, the moon is in Earth's exosphere, which means the moon is on the planet. It say it right here, bitch. I think this is dealt with. At this point. I'm gonna let y'all argue about whether or not it's flat or not, bitch. But I think now you understand the firmament and that they're separating the waters from the motherfucking waters. It's like a planetary, bitch. But I think now you understand the firmament and that they're separating the waters from the motherfucking waters. It's like a planetary condom when you think about it. But TikTok, this just a joke for entertainment purposes only. We just having fun. What the I don't know shit. All I know is the firmament is something to keep motherfuckers out or it's keeping motherfuckers in. Either way it go, I know we can't go no more, and that sounds like a prison to me. Follow me for more.
Go ahead and say I agree with him. If you disagree, I feel it. Dress no socks, you will be
There are
back.
people that believe that CERN opened up multiple portals, and this is the reason why they're seeing things that they've never seen before. And I know this sounds crazy, but hear me out. It's a man saying that a tree in his front yard just appeared out of nowhere. But the crazy thing about this tree, it's identical to the tree that's next to it. Mind you, this man is saying that every day since he spotted this new tree, the tree is moving closer to his house. Oh, y'all don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
All right.
Listen to this.
Fishy around here, and I don't like it. This tree, I know. I know this tree well. This thing, that thing is not real. That's not a real tree. It's not in any of my childhood photos, and it doesn't even show up on Google Maps. On top of that, I feel like it's been getting closer to me. I went out there the other night and measured it 377 feet away from me. I measured it this morning. 345 feet away from me. The mother is getting closer.
Now, you know what I always say, the simulation is simulating. But this isn't the only person that's going on with. I jumped down a rabbit hole, and there are multiple people saying that these kind of situations are happening. People are seeing doppelgangers. People are seeing items in their house that they know they only had one of, now they have multiple. Mind you, I jumped deeper down a rabbit hole, and there is somebody saying that everything that this man is saying is true. What's really going on? I'm out.
Oh, damn. Here we go again. Another video of Birdman allegedly falling asleep. Y'all say, oh, he's tired. Man, this shit is giving me MK Ultra vibes or this nigga rebooting vibes. Nigga, he might be a robot. But y'all let me know what y'all think and feel in the comments. Because what happened to that boy? Playboy, that nigga Birdman tweaking, y'all, on Funnel Grade. Somebody check up on him.
See, I remember him doing this once. I didn't know this shit was recent, and he did it again.
Yeah, this one right here, it don't sit right. There's actual video proof of her saying things before she ultimately died. This scientist, who was working on anti-gravity research, said that she felt like her life was in danger. And her name was Amy Askridge. She worked around advanced aerospace concepts. Some shit that people don't hear on a regular. Have you heard about that? I never heard about it, but it sounds like some crazy shit. She had videos, she had interviews, and she talked about her being threatened. And she also talked about if something ever happened to her, it wasn't by her. It wasn't by choice. She wouldn't do it to herself. She wouldn't do nothing that would jeopardize her or her freedom. And then weeks later, she's found dead. The authorities already ruled this. But I'm just like, she told us she wasn't. Why does it always end? Now you got people going back watching her videos. And there was one video she talked about a man that used to sit outside her home, and one day her and her husband or her boyfriend went to go take pictures of the license plates, and the man ended up switching them, and he said he got more where that came from. The shit is crazy. Go watch it. But with that being said, it makes you question everything. What's real, what's not. And how do y'all feel about this?
See this? McDonald's, right? Look at this. This is from the Book of Black Magic, right? The founder of here is a 33-degree Freemason. McDonald's, this represents the Arch of Baal. Look at this. He allegedly obtained his fucking money through satanic Masonic connections and influence. And, hold on, over here. Y'all want to see something? Look, the big arch meal. It represents the Arch of Baal, right? Which is basically like a portal to hell, right? It's basically like a Masonic symbol. They've got it in DC. They've got it as the Institute of Digital Archaeology. But yeah, McDonald's is satanic. People find children's teeth and hair and nails and stuff in the food. And we'll be back when it's packed. Yo, this place serves human remains, bro.
I'm sorry?
They serve human remains, bro. It's in the Epstein files, bro. You shouldn't be eating here. And it makes people fat. How you doing? I'm good. This place is not safe to eat at, brother. It's the worst food in America. It's disrespectful, man. Come on.
Look, I am never gonna support when people do shit like that at the end. I get it. But bro, people don't want to hear that shit. They don't. They don't. Especially when they ain't mentally tapped in, bro. You can't wake nobody up. That's the first rule to this path. You can't wake nobody up, bro. They gotta wake up on their own. Straight up. As much as you want to, as much as you care and love about them, you cannot do that. They're not ready. And this can cause friction, especially if it's your family. So you gotta learn who to speak to, what to say to who, and what level they on. You have to be aware of that. Don't expect them to be aware of shit like that. Because if you see the dude's face in the car when he said it. Oh yeah, you crazy. And he went back. People like to say conspiracy, but how many times have them shits came out to be true? What I'm saying is all for entertainment. It is not true. We making this shit up. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. But don't go trying to convince people. Don't stand on the corner and be saying, hey, this, and trying to teach them. You gotta allow the universe to align you and whoever you trying to get the information to. You'll know when it's organic. You'll know when it's meant. Don't force that type of shit. I respect what he's saying though, and him teaching me what he just taught me, but you can't go trying to tell other people what to do, how to do it, and you can't talk to people who ain't ready yet. It literally goes down to that point. You can say it out to the universe, and you gotta allow the universe to allow your message to be received by those who is ready. It's my best advice. Y'all let me know y'all opinions. Spam it up below, man.
Alright, y'all, so this is a anonymous story that somebody sent to me. I get a lot of these, and I told you guys I was going to start talking about them to y'all. She wants to be anonymous, so I'll keep her anonymous, but we're going to call her Mary. So Mary messaged me and told me that she is a real life reptilian. I know it sounds crazy, but it's what Mary said, and I believe her. She said that one time, this happened twice, that she saw herself shapeshift out of nowhere. The first time, she saw her reflection and it did not move. I don't know what that means, but that's what she said. But the second time, she said she was staring at herself in the mirror and she was overstimulated. I don't know what she was going through, but she saw her face transform into a complete reptilian. She saw scales appear. She saw her face transform. She saw her body change. She was standing in the mirror with no clothes on. I think she may have just gotten out of the shower or was getting ready to shower. I don't know what the situation was, but she saw herself completely transform, and it freaked her out so bad. She didn't know what to say, what to do. She was just terrified. And then after she panicked, she turned away and looked back, and she was back to normal. Now, just so you know, Mary says she don't do no drugs, she don't drink, she don't smoke, she don't do no extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean. So for people that saying, oh, she was tripping out or she was high, that wasn't the situation for Mary. So with all that being said, What do you think about that? Do you think that there are shapeshifters or reptilians that don't even know that they're reptilians? And they just have that bloodline and it's just dormant in them until something triggers it, or certain bells or certain sounds or frequencies come out? She said that she has not done it since. This was a little while ago, maybe like a year or two ago. I have to go reread it. But she said she's scared to even try to make herself do it again because she was so scared. So comment below what y'all think about this. Have you had this experience? Have you seen somebody shapeshift and then just go back? Do you believe this? I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but this is all alleged. Like, this is just what she told me. I don't know if it's true or not, but I told y'all I was going to start sharing y'all stories. And if you have any more stories or story times or experiences that you want me to talk about, send them to me. I will read them. I will talk about them. And if you want to stay anonymous, let me know. If you want me to say your name, I will. But let me know what y'all think about that story. Love y'all. Bye.
Diagram is from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. It is the blueprint of a marriage. Did you know the states patented a marriage? Yeah. For all those of thinking about getting married or are married, this is for you. Or those that are divorced, it's still for you. See, the state is the primary in the contract. The state joins with the husband and then enjoins with the wife. There is no direct line connection between the husband and the wife. Enjoins. Enjoins. Joins and enjoins. Enjoins just means second position joinery. Okay? So the state joins with the husband, enjoins with the wife. There's no direct line between the husband and the wife. That is a broken line. Any architect or engineer will tell you that a broken line on a blueprint is a beam that bears no weight. And they put God on that line. So God bears no weight in the contract. When you get married with the state, God bears no weight in the contract. The state is the primary contract holder under the doctrine of parens patriae. And if the husband wants to deal with the wife, they have to go through the state. If the wife wants to deal with the husband, they have to go through the state, and so on. Yeah. Yeah. And they tell you you have to get a divorce if you want to separate. When you get a divorce, you're still under contract with the state. So you still have to work through the state. Even if you've been divorced 30 years, you work with the state. They get involved in every aspect of your life between the two of you with the state.
Serious. Cows do this every night and it's actually kind of creepy. You go check on them during the day. Everything is fine. They're eating. They're walking. They're minding their own business. But at night, it's totally different. It's pitch black and you shine a light out there to check them. Every single one is already going to be staring at you. Okay? They're not moving and they don't even blink. Like they've already been watching you even before you got there. I don't know what's wrong, but I don't like it. Please, tell me I'm not the only one that's noticed this, but something ain't right.
Is this true? To anybody who owns a cow, let me know.
Bro, I just seen this man do this video about how cows be creepy as hell at nighttime because during the day they'll be roaming around eating, you know what I'm saying, like doing normal cow shit. But at nighttime, you'll walk in the field, pitch black, no lights or nothing out that bitch. And soon you turn a flashlight on, they all just looking at your ass. I'm talking about not doing shit. They all just dead, still looking at your ass. Mini story time of how I know this shit true. Bro, I'm not gonna get into why. Like every time I do a story time, I don't want to go into too much detail. But me and my motherfucking brothers was in this motherfucking field. I'ma just say we was trying to find something that we may have left from the previous day. Cause it was a party out in the field. You know what I'm saying? So we was going back to see if we left it at nighttime. So we jumped the fence or whatnot. You know, everything cool. But mind you, the day before, when they had the party in this field, it wasn't no cows in the field. It was cows like a field over, but you know, they was boxed in with a barbed wire fence and shit. So we not thinking, we think we finna jump into an open field. Jump the mother gate. It's pitch black outside, y'all. The only thing we can see is our hands in front of us. But we just walking because it's a dirt road trail in the middle of the field. Something told me to turn my cameras on. And I could you not. Soon I turned my camera on, y'all. Big ass cow. Face to face with me. I'm talking about his head level with my head. Looking dead in my face. I swear on my life, y'all, if I would have took one more I would have bumped into a cow. But that's not the worst part. I turned my flashlight and glance over left and right. It's about 100 of these outside. All looking at us, ain't made a move or nothing. And just like dude said in the video, bro, he said it's like they was watching your ass before you even got there. Like they didn't make no sound or nothing. It's like they was looking at your ass before you even got to the location, fam. It's some weird ass shit. I don't know what it. I don't know if they be scared and in shock. But they don't move, they tail don't move or nothing. They be just looking at your ass.
What y'all think they went back to go get? If it was a party? No, wasn't no alcohol. No, it was not nothing you roll up. They was going back to get their strap, bro. That's what they was going back to get. That's why they didn't go at the daytime. They went at night, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just... Maybe I'm thinking how I used to think. What's y'all thoughts? Let me know. I think they went back to get a strap, bro.
I want to show you guys something, man. Open my garage door, pulling into my house. And guess what's on, man? The lights are on in the shed. Haven't been in there in 3 days. 3 days. Haven't been in there. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. No, you know what? We're doing this in one take. One take. One take. Come on. Let's see. I gotta see what's going on. Hold on. This is insane. Doors open in here too. Hey, who's in here? Hey. Who is in here? Come on, man. Come on. What is that? What is that? Oh my God, dude, Hey, who is in here, man? I'm over it! Oh. Did you hear that? My dog barking too. How's my dog outside? How did my dog just get outside? I'm gonna chime in right here. I 100% get it. If you don't believe it, if this seems far-fetched, I've watched thousands of these videos, you know, on my time on TikTok, and I always have my skeptics about it. No one is home. That is my mother's car that's parked in that same spot for months. If I can figure out how to do that and show you pictures of it or any type of proof, I will. That dog was in that house with the doors locked and everything. I'm walking her right now. But listen, finish watching this video, man. I literally am terrified, and I got to get the out of this house. And that car is broken down. That's my mother's car that's been here for months. No one is in this house, man. How is my dog outside? Okay. I'm done. Oh my God, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
I don't know. Maybe the dog feel that energy. It was like, nah, I gotta get my
It's going to
owner.
blow your mind. The 13th scientist, number 13, NASA nuclear engineer, found burned in Tesla after vanishing from his Alabama home last year. I just reported number 12 yesterday, and I'm reporting number 13 today. 29-year-old Joshua LeBlanc was not just any NASA engineer. He worked on nuclear propulsion systems, one of the most sensitive areas in aerospace. His body burned beyond recognition, and police confirmed his identity 3 days later after the body was transported to the Alabama Department of Forensic Science. And at the time, his family said they feared he had been abducted and that he had left his phone and wallet in his home at the time of the disappearance. Why are all these scientists leaving their phones behind when they leave? So since he didn't have his phone, police tracked LeBlanc down using data from his Tesla Sentry mode and found that his vehicle sat at the airport in Huntsville for hours on the morning of his passing. His family said his trip west was not part of his plan for the day and that uncharacteristically he was not communicating with them. A LinkedIn page for LeBlanc says he worked at NASA for about 5.5 years and that he was a team lead for NASA's space nuclear propulsion instrumentation and control maturation. NASA SNP technology, quote, would enable faster and more robust transportation for crew and cargo missions to Mars and science missions to the outer solar system, according to the government's agency website. When this happens to someone of this level of clearance, you don't just call it a mystery and move on, especially when several other individuals tied to aerospace, defense, and nuclear-related work have either passed or disappeared.
Damn, this shit getting kind of weird.
So you got the hurricanes come through every year based on some shit that happened in the Middle Passage in the Atlantic. That's energy. Those are spirits. Same spirits that got into the 2 lions in Africa. And in the movie, The Ghost in the Darkness. And in the movie, they say, and when they got to the monster say, that ain't no doggone that's no lions. Those are spirits, ghosts and darkness. You see what I'm saying? Now, you got different things that happen that way. And they said that they got the 2 lions in Chicago, in the Natural Museum of History in Chicago, and they say, when people look into their eyes today, even though they put the glass eyes and shit up in there, still yet they say the shit strikes fear in you. So the spirit realm can do things.
My childhood dentist, Dr. Kroll, told me to never get my wisdom teeth pulled. He said, there's nothing wrong with your wisdom teeth. You don't need them extracted ever. You can live your life with your wisdom teeth. And I was a little girl. I remember him saying that. I'm bringing this up because a lady made a video that I seen earlier, and she was saying she wished she had her wisdom teeth back. And I didn't know that they contained stem cells till probably just a couple of years ago. I seen a video here on TikTok. But when I looked it up, your stem cells, I'm going to botch a lot of these words, but listen. The stem cells in your wisdom teeth are called mesenchymal stem cells, MSCs. They say they are multipotent adult stem cells found in various tissues, including bone marrow and adipose tissue, that can differentiate into cells like bone, cartilage, and fat cells. They are widely studied in regenerative medicine due to their ability to self-renew, modulate the immune system, and promote tissue repair through paracrine signaling. And I just wonder, I don't know what none of that shit mean, but it sounds important. And I just wonder why the dentist that I seen when I was 25, 26, somewhere in there, was trying to pressure me to get my wisdom teeth pulled. kept telling me, well, I have your x-rays and I'm trying to tell you they're going to bother you very soon. And once they bother you, then you're going to be trying to get them pulled. It's going to be too late. You're going to be in all this pain, and kept trying to pressure me to get them removed. And I said, no. I told him what my childhood dentist said. And he's trying to tell me how wrong he was. No, that man was old. He had been studying dentistry for decades before I was born. And I trusted him. He was an old white man, and he had no reason to lie to me, a child. And it stuck with me, and I still have all my wisdom teeth to this day. But I just want to know, why these dentists be wanting to get your wisdom teeth so bad? What y'all be doing with them?
We seen what they be doing with them. Remember the man that come into the dentist and had a bag and he takes all the teeth? Y'all remember that story? I gotta find that story again. Y'all let me know if y'all want to take that rabbit hole again.
Here's something to watch for when you're actually shopping in a grocery store. There's these little symbols here. You see that? That little U? Flip that around. This is supposed to be the cheap one. Look at the ingredients. Vinegar, water, mustard seed, salt, turmeric, paprika. When you figure out they control the food and they give you this bullshit, you gotta look for those little signs. Because they don't give a fuck. Unless you're a little kid.
Check it out, family. 2026, I told y'all the veil is gone. These creatures popping out and showing niggas. Y'all think this a rare genetic mutation? Man, these people are either Nephilim descent or creatures or something we don't know about. But we seeing it with our own eyes, and y'all can't tell me this shit ain't shocking. Because this man here is a real heavy stepper. And when he grabbed that boot, shit took me out. But y'all let me know what y'all think and feel in the comments on Front of Grave. Shit is crazy.
Boy, that man feet. No, hell no.
I would like to see the sign that says no hammocks. We've got a whole. Where's the no hammock sign? We got a whole list of things. No. I can see you. You can't see me. If you don't come on that. I'm not here. Call the police. No. What? No. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. You can't stop me.
Oh my god.
I won't be stopped. Whoa. I said I won't be stopped. You said that?
Oh my god.
Are you gonna get out of it, man? Yeah. I'm like an anaconda. Huh?
Oh my god.
What the?
You're gonna give yourself a concussion. You
Come on,
can't have a panic in here, dude.
Come on, just drive the bus. Everyone's got places to go.
I don't think we can. Can you get down so we can get where we're going? Please?
What?
Dude, please?
I'm staying in the hammock. I'm not moving this. You know what? There's AC in here.
Dude, get down.
I'm not getting down.
Get down.
This is not moving.
Get down. Get down. We have places to go.
Man, there go that shit I be talking about. People be peopling, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Man, also, you gotta factor in the fact like, dude, this shit hard out here. People tired, bro. People using all types of shit to get away from real life. I don't know. What's y'all thoughts, man? I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him and everybody on that bus, because I know they irritated. Some of them probably ready to risk it. He ready to risk it, clearly, in a hammock. So prayers to everybody, bro. That shit right here is crazy. I think she a robot, bro. She could be reptilian too.
Breaking news in Finland, which you may at first think like, this is no big deal, who cares? No, this needs to happen everywhere, dude. So Finland replaced the rubber playgrounds, the mats on the bottom, with mud and dirt, and kids got healthier within a year. What isn't mentioned in this image, though, is the study they did in Denmark, which Denmark has now banned these rubber mats because it was like soccer players or something were getting sick from the constant exposure to heavy metals, because this is like old tires, all kinds of stuff. It's a ton of heavy metals. You get it on your feet, hands, face, fingers, ends up going in your mouth. You eat something later. Total exposure to this stuff. And of course, we know that mud and dirt for kids is what builds their gut microbiome. It is what builds their whole immune system, if immune systems are even real. But we know it's good for us to be in the natural world. Synthetic rubber full of heavy metals is not natural. Alternatively, they could use natural rubber, like latex, literally straight from the tree, but that's going to cost an arm and a leg. They're not going to do that. Let's just go to the good old-fashioned mud and dirt.
Video for you today that is going viral, and for very good reason. This was captured by a couple of witnesses in South America. They were down by the water when they noticed something odd coming up from the water itself. What they expected was maybe a fish or even a snake, so they began recording. But what they captured has everyone claiming this to be footage of a mermaid. And there's a couple of things you need to pay close attention to. As the being comes up out of the water, the shadow it makes, and then as it dives back down, its wake, and again, those ripples. But the question remains, is this real or not? Take a look at this footage, comment below, tell me what you think.
Your 2026 family, I told y'all the veil is gone. And this lady who was in Massachusetts happened to catch this bird glowing on her iPhone. And this happened, as you see the date, April 17, 2026. Now, check this out. As she looks through her iPhone and see this bird just illuminating, she also hear like a cracking sound, popping sound. And I'm going to show y'all the science behind this, because they said birds been able to do this. We just can't see it with the human eye. But when you read it, the color that it say it doesn't look like this. So y'all let me know what y'all think and feel in the comments, because on Funnel Grade, shit is crazy. Let me show y'all what scientists are saying. We out.
Tell me that it's illegal to actually communicate with a dolphin?
It is, yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
Some guy in Florida, he said that he got a bunch of dolphins while he was swimming, tried to communicate him to try and bring him underwater and to help them build civilizations down there. Did you see that?
Claims to have been by dolphins and forced to build an underwater city. He was drawing detailed diagrams in the sand. He said the group had a leader named Gerald who somehow helped him breathe underwater.
So dolphins are one of the most intelligent human beings.
Yeah, they're very smart, close to humans.
Yes.
Ricky James Holloway, 33, was found barefoot, severely sunburned, and wearing only swim trunks. He told deputies that he had been taken against his will by a pod of dolphins 3 days ago and forced to work on what he called an underwater construction project.
Take them cameras down to the where he said they made him build it, and I want to see proof. I want to see proof, bro.
Reptilian serpent worshippers were operating inside the earliest Christian communities in 2nd century AD. They left a written confession, and it still exists, and it names the ruler of this world. The evidence I'm about to present to you of 100 lectures has the potential to rewrite thousands of years of human history. It will present evidence that suggests that serpent or lizard-like aliens came to Earth thousands of years ago and played a role creating religion, humanity, and they're still among us today. The concept, even now, is a controversial one. The evidence is based upon extensive research of ancient myth, texts, archaeological finds, science, and other sources. Prepare to have your beliefs challenged and your minds open. Before the church had cathedrals, before it had councils, before it had power, it had competing voices over what Christianity would become. And one of those voices was the Ophites. The Ophites was reptilian serpent worshippers. It's documented, it's named, and recorded by the very church leaders who were trying to destroy them. And they were not outside looking in. They claimed to have affinity to Christianity. They were inside the earliest communities, shaping the conversations, influencing what survived and what got buried. Epiphanes, a Christian bishop, wrote about them in the 4th century specifically because they were a threat from within. And you don't spend centuries trying to eradicate something that wasn't inside your walls. The Ophites taught that the serpent in the Garden of Eden was not mankind's enemy, that it was a teacher, the one who came and gave humanity wisdom, the one who should be worshiped. And it went a little further. They named the ruler of this world, not a king, not a pope, not a human. And according to them, the ruler of this world, a draconic form. They wrote this in the 2nd century. They wrote it in all of their communities. And I believe that they were reptilians. The reptilian control system didn't just attack the church from outside. It was in the room where the decision was made, influencing what you were allowed to believe, shaping what got called truth and what got called heresy. The documents still exist. The ruler hasn't changed. The reptilian control system is still running right now.
Elite server unlocked, British boarding school. And let me tell you, these kids basically going to Hogwarts, but in real life. Look at this shit. They ain't knew this, they true this. Oh my days. UK is moving mental, bruv. I'm telling you. And at first I was like, what is this, from the 1800s? No, look at the diversity. This shit right now. I'm like, well, server is this? I had no idea. It looked like hiding a wand in the cut like Parasite. Pull that bitch out. The Guardian Leviosa in this mother. Now, they probably don't got magic class, but they could. I mean, they could. Look at this shit. I mean, even people at Hogwarts would be proud. Everybody look important in this. Look at the fits. Even the singing fits. Like, come on, son. Now, soccer, rugby, football, whatever y'all want to call that shit. I need parts. I'm about to find me a little UK joint. Move over there. Send my kid to boarding school. But then never mind. I looked up how much this shit costs. $30,000 per term. And I'm guessing term is the year. It better not be half the year or a quarter, because then you got me. But regardless, I don't know. I just like seeing different servers that I wasn't a part of. My public school server, that shit was not like this. We didn't have no fits. We wasn't doing marches. We didn't have big ass school halls like this. This shit look like y'all in Hogwarts, and I am jealous. I started doing some research. I'm like, so everybody just playing Quidditch over there at Hogwarts? Not all schools is like that. They got some bullshit over there too, but they got some shit. They got some heat. The architecture. Back in time. Now, I will say, most like I know air conditioning, which I'm just saying, y'all don't gotta live like that. I understand you want to keep the history, but at the same time, it is 2026. And I loved American public school. I'm not saying anything different. Like, that shit was elite, but like, I wasn't at Hogwarts. You feel me? I was on the yellow school bus going back home and back and forth. This shit look elite. Summer camp, but also learning, and I get to stay in historic architectural greatness. Wow, you never know. Learning magic. Got me a little wand.
I love to see it. UK, y'all blessed. America, we would never. It's too divided, bro. My high school, most of the people in my high school look like me. But it was like a mini prison, literally. And a lot of my homies, a lot of people I grew up with, ended up going there right after. Kind of ironic. People look like me kicking on a certain area. I'm about to break something down to y'all. Here in California, we got Northerners and Southerners. You got your also known as your Nortes and your Sureños. They split in different hallways. So the Nortes would be in one hallway closer to like the main office. The Sureños would be in another hallway, but they could see each other from a distance. We walk through the Sureño hallway, they whistling, letting it be known that there's an outsider walking through the hallway. I can't make this shit up. If you went to Johnson, bro, tell me I'm lying. If you went to Johnson, Hiram Johnson, if you went there, tell me I'm lying. If you from a certain area and you look like me and you claim a certain area, you can't come to Johnson typically. I don't know if it's still like that, but when I went there, it was like that. It's very political. You can't come there if you're from a certain area. You about to get your ass whooped. I've seen it happen. They gonna jump you, bro. Our school, like I said, our school is like a mini prison. Even the homie Ron John said that, and he was teaching there at that time. He even said it. But I would have loved to have a environment like this. It's diverse. I would have loved it, bro. I would love to send my kids to a school like that. So, like, man, in UK, keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. Because here in America, I wish we could do this. I wish we can have stuff like this. I even watched a video of kids from the UK trying American food. And they loving it. Some of them didn't like it. But I seen so much diversity. More diverse than I would have seen in America. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Y'all let me know y'all opinions. I know y'all hate this part of the video. But if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hype the video up as well. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Love y'all Collective. Till I see y'all in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know it.